Hey, it's Dr. Vivek, and I want to talk to you about something that I believe is the cornerstone of a successful and fulfilling life: self-discipline. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, that's for other people. I'm just not a disciplined person. I'm here to tell you to stop that thought right in its tracks. That's a story you've been telling yourself, and it's not true. Self-discipline isn't some magical trait you're either born with or you're not. It's a skill. And like any skill, from learning to ride a bike to becoming a great cook, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered by anyone. And I mean anyone. Today, I'm going to break it down for you. We're not just going to talk about what it is. We're going to dive into the practical, actionable steps you can take, starting right now, to build this muscle in your own life. This isn't about willpower or forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's about creating systems and a mindset that make doing the right thing, the thing you truly want for yourself, the easiest choice. It's about taking back control from your feelings and your excuses. So, I want you to do something for me. Grab a notebook, open a new document on your computer, or just get ready to really listen. I'm not just sharing information. I'm giving you a roadmap. I want you to engage with this, to think about how each step applies to your life, and to commit to taking action. Because knowledge is useless without action. Are you ready? Let's get started on building the life you deserve. Alright, first things first. You can't be disciplined if you don't know what you're being disciplined for. It's like getting in a car and just driving without a destination. You'll burn gas, waste time, and end up frustrated and lost. That's why step one is getting crystal clear on your goals. And I don't mean vague wishes like I want to be healthier or I want to be more successful. That's not a target, that's a daydream. We need to turn those dreams into concrete plans. I want you to use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So, I want to be healthier becomes I will lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by walking 30 minutes a day and cutting out sugary drinks. See the difference? It's a clear target. Once you have that big, SMART goal, I want you to break it down. That big goal can feel overwhelming. And when we feel overwhelmed, we do nothing. We procrastinate. So if your goal is to write a book in a year, what does that mean you need to do this month? This week? What do you need to do today? Maybe it's just writing 500 words. Maybe it's just outlining one chapter. Breaking it down into small, manageable steps makes the path forward obvious. It takes the guesswork out of it and replaces that feeling of being overwhelmed with a feeling of, okay, I can do that. That's the first domino you need to push. Now that you know what you're aiming for, we need to build the vehicle that will get you there. That vehicle is your routine. Your success isn't found in one heroic effort. It's found in the small things you do consistently, day in and day out. Routines are powerful because they put your actions on autopilot. They reduce the amount of mental energy you have to spend making decisions. Think about it. You probably don't debate whether or not to brush your teeth in the morning. You just do it. We want to make the actions that move you toward your goals just as automatic. I want you to start by building a daily schedule. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for burnout. Start small. Pick 1, maybe 2 non-negotiable things you will do every single day that align with your goals. If your goal is health, maybe it's that 30-minute walk we talked about. Put it in your calendar, set an alarm for it. Treat it like an important meeting with your future self, a meeting you cannot cancel. The key is to be specific about the time and place. Not I'll walk sometime today, but I will walk around my block at 7 o'clock in the morning every morning. This specificity removes the friction and makes it so much easier to just get it done without a debate. I want you to look around you right now. Your physical space, the digital spaces you inhabit, and even the people you surround yourself with. This is your environment, and your environment is either helping you or hurting you. It's an invisible hand that guides your behavior. If you're trying to eat healthy, but your kitchen counter is piled high with cookies and chips, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're forcing yourself to use up precious willpower every single time you walk into that room. That's exhausting. The simplest way to build self-discipline is to make your desired actions the path of least resistance. So, how do we do that? We become the architects of our own environment. If you want to eat healthier, put the fruit bowl on the counter and hide the junk food in the back of the pantry, or better yet, don't buy it at all. If you want to focus on work, turn off your phone notifications and put your phone in another room. If you want to be more disciplined, spend time with people who inspire you, who are already living the way you want to live. Their habits and mindset will rub off on you. Organize your desk, clean your room. When your external world is ordered and aligned with your goals, your internal world finds it much easier to follow suit. This one is huge. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want it, and we want it now. Fast food, on-demand streaming, next-day delivery. Honestly, it's everywhere. This has trained our brains to seek immediate rewards, which is, honestly, the enemy of long-term success. Self-discipline is, at its core, the ability to choose what you want most over what you want now. It's about delaying that small, fleeting pleasure for a much larger, more meaningful reward later. It's saying no to the extra slice of pizza now, for the feeling of health and vitality later. It's saying no to scrolling on social media now, for the satisfaction of a completed project later. A powerful tool you can use here is what I call the 10-minute rule. The next time you feel an impulse to do something that goes against your goals, like checking your phone when you should be working, tell yourself you can do it, but you have to wait 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. What often happens is that after those 10 minutes pass, the urge has subsided, and you've given your rational brain a chance to catch up with your impulsive brain. As you practice this, you also need to reward your progress. When you successfully stick to your plan for a week, give yourself a healthy reward. Not a reward that sabotages your goal, but something that acknowledges your effort. This trains your brain to associate discipline with positive feelings. You are what you repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle said that, and it's as true today as it was thousands of years ago. Your life today is essentially the sum of your habits. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your habits. Self-discipline isn't about making a heroic effort every single day. It's about building habits that run on autopilot, freeing up your mental energy for bigger challenges. The key to building a new habit is repetition. You need to perform the action consistently, in the same context day after day. To help with this, I want you to use a habit tracker. It can be a fancy app, or just a simple calendar where you put an X on every day you complete your desired habit. This does two things. First, it holds you accountable and gives you a visual representation of your progress, which is incredibly motivating. You won't want to break the chain of X's. Second, focus on replacement, not just removal. It's very difficult to just stop a bad habit. It's much easier to replace it with a better one. So, if your bad habit is scrolling on your phone in bed, replace it with the good habit of reading a book for 15 minutes before sleep. You're filling the void with a positive action. It's easy to make promises to yourself. It's also incredibly easy to break them. There's no one there to call you out when you hit the snooze button, instead of going for that run you promised yourself you'd take. This is where accountability comes in. It's the external pressure that keeps you on track when your internal motivation wavers. And trust me, it will waver. One of the most powerful things you can do is to share your goals with someone you trust. A friend, a family member, a mentor. Tell them what you're trying to achieve and ask them to check in with you. Just the act of saying your goal out loud to another person makes it more real. It raises the stakes. You're not just letting yourself down anymore. You're letting them down too. Beyond people, you can use tools for accountability. Set reminders on your phone. Put sticky notes on your mirror or your computer monitor with your why written on them. And at the end of each week, take 15 minutes to reflect on your progress. What went well? Where did you struggle? What can you do differently next week? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about course correcting. It's about being an active participant in your own journey. You know, a lot of people confuse self-discipline with just pushing through no matter what. They think it's all about brute force. But honestly, that's a misunderstanding that leads straight to burnout. True, sustainable self-discipline isn't about having unlimited willpower. It's actually about intelligently managing your energy. Think of your energy as your fuel. If your tank is empty, it really doesn't matter how disciplined you are. You're just not going anywhere. The foundations of energy management are probably things you already know, but might be neglecting: sleep, nutrition, and exercise. These are non-negotiable. So, are you getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep? Are you fueling your body with whole foods? Or are you just running on sugar and caffeine? And are you moving your body every day? Seriously, these aren't just nice-to-haves. They are prerequisites for high performance and discipline. Beyond the basics, it's super important to learn to understand your own energy cycles. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Try to schedule your most challenging, important tasks for your peak energy windows. And don't force yourself to do creative work when you're feeling drained. When you align your tasks with your energy, you'll find that discipline becomes so much easier. This might be the most important step of all, and honestly, it's the one most people skip. You are going to have bad days. You will make mistakes. You will fall off the wagon. It's not a matter of if, but when. The moment this happens, you have a choice. You can beat yourself up, call yourself a failure, and spiral into a cycle of shame and guilt that leads to you giving up entirely. Or you can treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend who was struggling. This is self-compassion. A setback is not a sign that you are undisciplined or a failure. It's simply data. It's a learning opportunity. Instead of self-criticism, get curious. Ask yourself, okay, what happened there? What was the trigger? What can I learn from this so I can do better next time? Forgiving yourself for a misstep is not a sign of weakness. It's actually the ultimate sign of strength. It's what allows you to get back up and try again tomorrow, instead of staying down. Use affirmations. Write in a journal about your feelings without judgment. Remember, you are a human being, not a robot. Be kind to yourself. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. It's a shiny, attractive form of self-sabotage. You tell yourself, I'll start when the conditions are perfect, or if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. And what happens? You never start. Or you start, hit one tiny bump, and quit because it wasn't flawless. I really need you to let go of this. I want you to adopt a new mantra: consistency over perfection. It is far better to walk for 15 minutes every single day than to plan for a perfect 2-hour workout that you only do once a month. The power is in the small daily steps. It's the drip, drip, drip of the faucet that eventually fills the bucket. Each small, consistent action is like casting a vote for the person you want to become. One workout won't transform your body, but 100 workouts will. One page written won't make you an author, but 300 pages will. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Did you stick to your routine today? Awesome. Acknowledge that. That's progress. It's the compounding effect of these small, consistent, imperfect actions that creates massive transformation over time. Ultimately, self-discipline is about building resilience. It's about your ability to bounce back from adversity and push through discomfort. Life will throw you curveballs. You will face challenges. You will feel unmotivated. You will want to quit. Resilience is that inner strength that says, this is hard, but I can handle hard things. It's about learning to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, not as reasons to retreat. When you feel that resistance, that urge to stop, that's often the exact moment you're about to make a breakthrough. When you feel like giving up, I want you to have a tool ready. And that tool is your why. Why did you start this in the first place? What is the deep emotional reason behind your goal? Is it for your health? For your family? For your freedom? For your future self? Write it down. Keep it somewhere you can see it. When the going gets tough, you need to reconnect with that powerful emotional driver. That's what will pull you through the discomfort. Discipline isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about doing what's right, even when it's hard, because you know it's taking you where you truly want to go. We've covered a lot today, and I know it can feel like a mountain of information, but I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I want you to feel empowered. You don't have to implement all 10 of these steps tomorrow. That's not the point. The point is to start. I want you to pick just one thing from this list that resonated with you the most. Maybe it's defining one SMART goal. Maybe it's putting your phone in another room for 1 hour. Maybe it's just telling one friend about your ambition. Whatever it is, I want you to commit to doing that one thing today. Remember, building self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily practice. There will be good days and bad days, but every single day is a new opportunity to show up for yourself. It's about making a choice, and then another and another, that aligns with the life you want to create and the person you want to become. You have everything you need inside of you to do this. You just have to decide to start. Now, I want to hear from you. This is a community, and we can all learn from each other. In the comments below, tell me which step you are going to start with today. Or, if you have a tip for building self-discipline that has worked for you, share it with us. Your story could be the exact thing someone else needs to hear to get started on their own journey. Thank you for spending this time with me. Now go take that first step. If you like this video and want to learn more, please like and subscribe.